All right. Hopefully we can load in quickly. We got a lot of work we need to do. So I hope y'all are ready. Alright, we've got our bears in. There's a few things we need to do, in case you couldn't tell. See how narrow we can get them to go through. Yikes. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Monkey's Tavern. Yeah. It's been a week. Now, how low can you go? Okay. Technically, multiple species is the plan. But this is the start of our American black bear habitat, but it's going to rotate so there's going to be a habitat here, here, and here, and a holding facility here, and the animals can, and a back pin here. Yeah. So we're gonna have coyotes, red wolves, and American black bear able to shift through the different enclosures, and I'm trying to make it as functional as possible, actually, which is gonna be the tricky part. actually show you the look down here. So this is going to be a pretty cool view. Then we've got a few other partial views. Now, of course, everything right now looks super bare, but we got plans. We're gonna spruce it. Yeah, it is a shame. I'm hoping that it'll get updated sometime. I'm trying to remember who did it. Let me see. Because if it's Monsoon, he's been updating a bunch of the old models. Oh, no, I don't think this guy's done anything for a while. Shame. Oh, let's see. Nah. Why'd my light go out? So it turns out $25 lamp on TikTok didn't turn out to be the best quality. What just happened? Sub goal. Oh, thanks, Shadow Clutch. That's what happened. Awesome. Let's go. Very nice. Oh, come on. Okay, my light went out again. So this is... I just have to click the button again to turn it back on and it's fine, but it's going to be quite annoying. I mean, I get... You get what you paid for, but... The stand's been really good. just grab this. Alright, lights aren't working, so let me see if I can fix that. Something's wrong with that light. We're going home school. Which is probably crappy as all get out. Also known as warm tones. We're gonna need to get a new light at some point soon. Ooh. I do, but it was a $25 one and it seems to have gone out. The charger it was on is burning up, so I wonder if the light was drawing too much power or something. Again, a cheap $25 one that I got off TikTok. I need to get some LEDs. But I can't really afford the $100 lights that I actually should have. Y'all are so smart. Alright, let's actually get into... Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst in the world. Even though it's... pretty crappy. I mean, yeah. Oh, these were all supposed to be added into a group, lol. Mm-mm. I don't actually mind that too much. This one I do mind a little bit more. Let's see. Just wanted to see how this interacted. So that's kind of getting... Yeah, I'm hoping this event will get us so we can have red wolves. So there will be red wolves, coyotes, and the black bears that can rotate. We'll see how big of an ask that is of them. Yeah, it's... Do you know what red wolves are? Or no? I don't know if Europeans know what they are, really. I wonder how many European zoos, if any, house them. They are. Only found in America. Only found in the Southeast. There's only 35 left in the wild. It's actually not even a subspecies of the gray wolf, it's its own separate species. It's kind of like the genetic link between a coyote and a gray wolf. So its Latin name is Canis rufus. And it's actually what kept coyotes out of the southeast up until recently. Because coyotes are not native to the southeast. Or just anything east of Michigan, or east of the Mississippi, is what I'm trying to say. Where should I put this light? That's too extreme. I don't know if they're that much smaller. Let me take the lampshade off of this stupid thing. Oh, no. Never mind, it's one of those lampshades that can't come off unless you take the light bulb off. Just have very bright illumination on one side and no illumination on the other. It's fine. But they're definitely a more reddish color. Let's see if I can... The mod's not great. But... that's obviously wrong. They can hybridize with coyotes, but then again, gray wolves can as well. This is also a little bit wrong. There is a population in Florida. It's closely related to the eastern timber wolf. May even be the same species. I'm pretty sure it's been fully taken out of that category. They are also found, yeah, on St. Vincent's Island in Florida. It's one island where they have a small, very small group. I've actually been to that island. Did not see the wolves, though. I mean, there's actually a subspecies of the red wolf. I'm pretty sure that's only found in Florida, and it was the Florida black wolf. You mean with them having enrichment items? I mean, they can use... all these, I'm pretty sure. Probably use some of this. Yeah, I didn't... The only animal I saw on that island was raccoons, but we did hear something. But if we... what... Oh, yeah, no. Not a chance. This is going to be closed most of the time. Interspecies enrichment. Red wolf, no. I would expect no. Leaf usually is the one. And then there's nothing for the coyote, right? Yeah. So the idea behind this habitat is that it's going to be part of a red wolf breeding program, and in order to stimulate the breeding, they'll rotate between habitats so that they'll have to mark their territory. And it's sort of based on... Yeah. Yeah, that's the plan. American crocodile will go in the Keys to the Future building, which will be my, like, Florida Keys aquarium. Talking about coral reefs and stuff. Yeah, I got to see some as well at the Birmingham Zoo. We've got two sisters. Betty and Sassy. Yeah, it's pretty. From what I've heard, it's not really done in Europe, but it's not uncommon in the U.S. It's not common. I think there's only like 3 zoos I've seen that do it. I've heard about that have done it, and that's Point Defiance, Louisville, and Point Defiance, Louisville, and the Denver Zoo. I assume these guys can climb up this pretty well. Not as well as... Oh, they might have to check that out. Something with that rock. Okay, there we go. Really, guys? Really? I might actually use these pieces, which I barely ever use. They might actually work for this habitat. I don't like that. I don't like this piece. I know people use it all the time, but... Nice. Yeah. That would be nice. Of course, for them, we can just add like some climbing frames to get them around the habitat. Nice. But maybe the red wolves and coyotes hitboxes will just be better. I have more hope for the coyote than anything else because it's a newer Planet Zoo. This is supposed to represent the Hiawassee River in northern Georgia. Which I have been rafting down quite a few times. Back when I was in Scouts, we we built rafts out of bamboo and inner tubes and rope. And raced them down the river. Yeah, I've done like the kind of more traditional rafting where you're... I mean, yeah, I was in Boy Scouts for a while. I didn't get Eagle, but... Did go on... That's where I went to the island with red wolves. It's called St. Vincent's Island. It's a very interesting place, because not only do they have red wolves, they have sambar, which, if you didn't know, is an Asian elk species. They do, like, bow hunting there. Okay, we'll have climbing stuff for them to be able to get up here. First of all, let's grab some of these. Trying to remember, have y'all seen that habitat yet? Okay, let me show it off for a bit, because I think I made it origin and stone were here. But we've got a couple of habitats we've done some work on. This is our North American beaver. We're almost done with it. There's little buddy. We need to put a female in here because we actually have two now. It's a pretty simple habitat, but I like it. Like, mostly underwater viewing. And then just a tiny little land section. And a backstage area, which is very much incomplete. But then the creme de la creme is this, which will be our river otter habitat. And we've got one of the good old walk-through tunnels that if you're actually walking through you don't hit your head in the water, but that was a pain. Lots of LED pieces. It does. So if you walk down here, you hit your head briefly around here, but then the river otters, once we get them, we'll be able to swim around. Yeah. We've got one on its way. Someone said once their river otter is grown, that we can have it. I mean, it's one of Asian small clawed are nothing to scoff at either, but they are pretty cool. I also really like Amazonian otters. I know Blob will kill me for that, but what can I say? I do. It's funny that European river otters and yeah, I do too. It's funny that they're not closely related. Like they're different genuses. Because it's Lutra and I think Lantra is the genus for the American. But they look almost identical. Trying to figure out. Stop it! Dog's going crazy in the... Hey! Hey! The neighbor's dogs are going crazy. And of course my dogs decided that they had to... Let's see, does that change anything? Maybe not really. They can at least climb all that. What doesn't look much better? You mean these... this? Yeah, I mean, I like this, it just... I need to figure out how to make it work. The whole idea behind this pile is that you could hide... in real life, you could hide food in here, and the animals would have to work to get it out. Its primary reason for being... is not for them to be able to climb it. We'll have other things for them to do. My local zoo has like pretty tall trees that their bears can climb. And I kind of want to emulate that with this as well. Yeah, I'm trying to... We'll see. We'll see if I can find something I prefer. I'm not gonna be able to see anything in that. Not that, that's for sure. I mean, my local zoo has them with some pretty tall trees. I want something that goes up and doesn't have that thick of a... That's too much. Hmm. They really like the water. If only these oats looked like actual, like, oaks. Something like this is really similar to something you might see. It does add some nice forest cover, though. Let's see. Oh, the bear's climbing. Okay. Now let's go into making it look actually pretty. That's cool. He's sniffing at the leaves. That's cool. That's kind of cool. let's get this all. Let's see. You know, just adding a little bit of leaves make it feel a little bit more realistic. And then we can say align to water, and put some in a few different places. Of course, we want to do a little bit of rock work around here just to make it fit in. But I'm just trying to. Yeah, something like I guess they technically kind of have one. Where is it? Yeah, this thing. Yeah, no. I can't do that to me. That looks fine there. I want to make this as natural as possible. Come on, tell me you can access that. Okay, hold on. Let's fix that real quick. I like the idea, just not the execution. Let's try that again. Let's try it again. I think that's good. I was about to say, you're gonna be super laggy, aren't you? Don't really feel the need to do that. It was just based off of the sloth bear. They said it was accessible. There we go, okay. It's being a weirdo. Let me make sure I'm not... That's what I want. I want the tree scatter feeder. Accessible, nice. Coolio, coolio. Let's get a little bit more nature put in. How's bracken? Pretty low texture compared to lady fern. We might be getting some Arc Ascended on the channel soon. It's on sale right now. I've got an announcement post coming out tomorrow about kind of what the channel is going to look like. Y'all mostly know it. It's talk about stream schedule. But I'm going to start making some videos again. Basically, the long and short of it. Try and be a little bit more consistent with that. Prehistoric Kingdom Dev Diary was today, and it looks pretty cool what they're doing. Looks like they're doing what Planet Zoo should have done for their exhibits. With different sized terrariums. It's low-hanging fruit, but at least they went for it. A lot of rock. Let's put some of this in. We're not gonna go too crazy with it here. Hey, how's it going, Zoov? Sorry, that came out a little strong. I've just seen you in the Bro Nation Discord, and I'm pretty sure, right? That is you? You've been doing some pretty cool stuff recently. I'm not just mistaking your username, am I? Otherwise, my apologies. Nice. Cool. Trying to remember, yours has been the old. Ah, yes, I see you now in the Discord. Oh yeah, the rustic. Oh yeah, yeah. The Evanston Zoo. Cool. It looks nice. Very nice. Do you have a YouTube channel or do you just post on Discord? Not that just posting on Discord is wrong, I just like to watch people's process and it always gives me more ideas. See the different views. Take a peek around. Obviously, all this needs gardening, but that's kind of going to be our last step. Because I'm really kind of on a semi-time crunch to get these habitats done. How badly does this go through there? Not... Ah. Cool. Hey, Queen Darkwolf. It's a very fun game. Thanks, I really like this... Oh, shoot. Fencing, it's meant... Okay, cool. That still works. Let's make sure we didn't just shatter any views. No, that looks good. That will be probably the main tree that they climb in. Now we need to do this actual rock pool, which I don't think we're gonna have this deep. But yeah, what have you been building on, Queen Darkwolf? It's a great game. I know it gets a lot of flack from a lot of people nowadays just because it is aging. And there could have been, you know, there's always going to be people who are upset such and such didn't get added. But I really like the game quite a bit. I have endless amounts of pain and fun with it. Let's try to do with this with align to surface. How much faux rock can we do? Cool. Monkey's Tavern, are you still here? Can you post a link to my Discord so that if you want to, you can go there and share it? How do I... How do I pull off this concrete pool? Thanks. Oh. Y'all both were on top of it. Appreciate it. That's what moderators are for. So yeah, if you want to, you can go there and share your pictures, but no obligation. Considering I just got Discord notifications, though, I'm gonna guess. Yep. Killio. It's true. I don't like the I don't like the expiring links. I get that it's probably helpful for people so that they don't get... I know you can make them so that they don't expire, but I always forget to do that. Of course, we could just make this whole thing out of actual concrete, because I'm not liking the way this rock is looking. Hey, Origin! Yep, not happy with it. So, what do? We fix it. What level do we want to... Let's do the level, like, here. Oh, we need to turn random rotation off. This is probably the worst way I could have done this, but I think it will give... Yeah, these are North American black bears. I guess I should kind of give an explanation of the exhibit design. I've gone over it a little bit in some other people's Discords to get reference pictures from zoos that have done this idea, which it turns out is actually, while several zoos have planned it, very few have actually executed it, which is a little nerve-wracking because this zoo is actually kind of... It's meant to be a smaller, low-budget zoo, but, you know, It is what it is. The idea is that we have 3 rotational yards. So we'll have this one, we'll have one here, and then we'll have one here. So, and then a cabin here. I'm a little worried that it's too close to this building, but we'll figure that out. We'll make it work. Basically, different species can rotate through the... Oh, let me go check that. Different species... Oh, nice. Oh, you're on console. Oh, gosh. That's so... Console's so... tough. But yeah, so 3 different rotational yards that you can... that the different species based off the day can go to a different area. So we'll have the Hiawassee River kind of biotope here. That's wetland area, which is mostly for the black bears, but the other animals will appreciate it as well. I've got so many moderators, I don't have to ban that myself. Then we'll have the deciduous forest kind of here, and then... Oh, okay. And then the conifer forest over here. And the species we plan to have rotated, since this is a ZSU zoo, this is dependent largely on whether I can get the animals in this event that I want. But I'm aiming for red wolves and coyotes in this event. So red wolves and coyotes will rotate through, and the whole idea is that we will be trying to reproduce red wolves. Because there's only 35 left in the wild. Which is kind of a crazy number. Yeah, it's really fun. I don't know if I would do it again, because it's also very restricting at the same time. But it is also very fun, so it's really... My brain's been trying to figure out if I like it or not. I think that's probably... Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to house this species because I'm still a small zoo. And so the minus thing is, this is a critically endangered species. I don't know how much canine experience is required to keep red wolves. Oh, cool. Very cool. Yeah, I have a small one. I guess we can do a brief little tour, because we got a couple people watching, and... Just real quick, these are our quarantine cages here, where eventually we'll build for the Florida barred owl, and the bird at... Oh, the crested caracara. But here's kind of our backstage area. Here's kind of the entrance. Again, small little zoo. I've been remodeling, and apparently I've not been paying attention to where the rocks are. But this used to be a grocery store, and now it's a habitat area. But you come in here, here's another. Here's a workshop graveyard, but it's also got a songbird garden and pollinator garden. This is Home Invaders. This used to be a grocery store. This is very much needs to be remodeled habitat because the great demodding of a couple months ago hit it hard. But we got our northern raccoon. Our red fox is in here somewhere. Another habitat that needs renovations. Somewhere. This is one that we just recently remodeled, and I love it now. And we've got the spotted skunk. That kind of sits in with the Appalachian theme of some of our more recent habitats. Then the armadillo, which I use the moss decals to be sand, if I could select one of them. Yeah. But it's supposed to be like a Gulf Coast, like pine forest almost. In fact, I bet I could use some of those climbing logs to look like a pine tree. That would kind of get the feel to look a little bit better. I think I also need to work on this background wall because this does not look pretty. Then we've got Virginia opossum, which they'll need remodeling on their habitat, if you couldn't tell. We've also got some rats, which I think I want to redo this with the moss decals because I think it would look a little bit more like busted up drywall. And then you go into the forest. Over there's our squirrelry, and we've got screech owls. Here we've got chipmunks, which need some work on their habitat. To be fair, it's just one right now, but... Oh, there he is. He's going down into his hole, I think. But our other squirrel species we have... So we've got the southern fox squirrel, or the Florida fox squirrel as they're sometimes called. New mod. And the eastern gray squirrel over here. Somewhere. You got a couple in here. Oh, there's one. There's two. And then we'll have a groundhog over here, but we don't have one yet. This will be American red squirrels, and there will be a habitat here for southern flying squirrels. Over here we have our beavers, which are still in incomplete habitat, but pretty happy with the exterior at least so far. This is based off the Tennessee Aquarium. Very highly based off the Tennessee Aquarium. It's all about rivers and lakes, and this is the first kind of main habitat. I don't know what's going to go in here, but we will have something in there. And then this will be North American river otters, but we don't have the species yet, so we're just kind of waiting for that. Then we've got what we're working on. We've got turkey vultures over here. Broken vending machine. American kestrel in there. This is the creme de la creme. This is the best habitat I've ever made. By far. No ifs, buts, or whatever's about it. This is the Vernal Pools building, which has our mountain lion. And along with a bunch of amphibians, which we're still building our collection, but we've got red salamanders there. This is your at floor viewing, which I actually think is the best viewing. Usually elevated viewing is really good, but I adore this habitat. And now I can't find the cougar. It's actually usually pretty easy to find. but there's a little vernal pool. For those who don't know, vernal pools are small little springtime pools that amphibians often breed in, very often in the Appalachian Mountains. In fact, the Appalachians are home to some of the greatest biodiversity in salamanders in the world. Uh, maybe not now because I've got limited time. Alpha male. So that means that's going to be the one that breeds. But yeah, Zuv, maybe another time. I just have limited time uh tonight. And then this is your upper viewing deck. No, now I'm on the roof. But where the heck is our cougar? Is it inside? You turd. And you can see I did not do the interior because I don't want to. Yeah, let me... I'll need to figure out a time I could do that, because that sounds like fun. I'd very much like to. I only have 2 nights this week that I'm playing Planet Zoo, and I wanna... I think the event for this is due the, 10th of October. And I'd like to have all the habitats in place for it. It's unlikely, but I'd at least like to think that I can do it. Oh, your zoo? Okay. Would you mind, so if I did that, would you mind if, like, I shared, like, it on stream? If not, that's fine as well. I just... Oh, I was talking to Zuv there, but that's the alpha male symbol. So that would happen, for example, if you had a group of wolves as well. They'd have an alpha male. Okay, then yeah, I can hop over there. Let me just set it up real quick. And I think... Let me just see if I can get this to work. Yeah, we'll do a quick little tour of Zoo's zoo. I haven't done this before. I think I know how I would do it. Just let me know when you're ready, and I can swap it over. Okay. Are you gonna be doing audio as well, or just video? I just don't know if you want um your audio on here. Okay. Hey. Nice to meet you. Let me turn on. There we go. Oh, thanks. We will. Oh, my goodness. Parking lot o'clock. I hate parking lots, so for me, this is just super impressive. I mean, it's got some pretty cool vibes to it. Yeah, the roundabout. People on stream are saying the roundabout looks good. Yeah. It, it looks cool. That kind of central piece with the fence is something going in there, or yeah. Okay. Yeah, my local zoo had something like that at their entrance, and it was like for red and gold scarlet macaws. Scarlet macaws. Um, but they got rid of that. The Birmingham Zoo in Alabama. I say that because I've had multiple people be like, "I didn't know Birmingham, UK had a zoo," and I'm like, "It's mm, yeah, that would be cool." I know my local zoo has two like ponds, and then like a has a sort of mosaic on the floor as well. They don't have an entrance animal anymore, which is sad. It looks cool. I've been wanting to make like a Midwest zoo for that style roof because it's just such a cool style roof, even though it's like pretty, you see it everywhere, but it's just, it looks really clean when done right. Oh my goodness. Then it's gonna look really. I just watched his Amazon house video this week and blown away. Hmm. It looks cool. I kind of thought it was gonna be a splash zone at first. I it's interesting to see how different people plan out their areas. Hmm. It looks neat. Okay, that's cool. One of my bucket list zoos to go to. That's how it goes. That's I really like the rock work in that habitat though. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of one of Denver Zoo's Predator Ridge almost, which is Yeah, I just started doing those as well, the custom designs, because they're such a pain. Yeah. Yeah, no, I like the ceiling. It looks very realistic. It's something this I'm trying I feel like I've seen that bridge before. Is that okay? Yeah. Nice. That's been my favorite that I've been to. But I haven't been to any that are west of the Mississippi, so it's probably going to get replaced by Leipzig next year. Yeah, it looks really cool. I like how the snakes and lizards are broken up though. That looks cool. Yeah, it looks really cool though. That looks awesome. I, I I mean for one, I just love jaguars. What is that in the tree? Is it okay? Okay. It's probably something they pull down or something. I don't know. Oh, cool. Eh, that would be cool for like some marmosets. I think. Nice. Yeah, I think elephant houses are super intimidating. Oh yeah, this is what I saw pictures of. Nice. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be neat. Ooh, maybe like a Malayan tiger or something like that. Nice, nice, nice. So the orangutan can use both. Okay. Yeah. So that mud wall is that's I see the mushroom stem. Is there anything else in? Okay, I'm seeing the. Is it stalactites there at the bottom as well? Okay. It looks really good, mostly like through the glass, like because I the problem I've been having is it looking too plasticky, but through the glass it actually like really looks natural. Mm-hmm. Mm. I like the misting fans. Nice. Is this based off the Louisville Zoo? Yeah. It looks really natural. Like oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah. I I think Louisville is one of the only zoos that I've been able to find for reference for the rotational habitats. So it's been yeah, nice. It looks great. I really like that parking lot. I know it's unfinished, but just the size and shape of it works really well. Yeah, I think nice. I think that's something I need to work on a lot is getting it to actually look like it fits in with the surrounding area. But I just want to build for animals. It's funny. Yeah. I was just thinking another thing you could do would be like a African penguin, um, like island grotto here. That or lemurs. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. Thanks for showing me. I appreciate seeing other people's zoos. That will be really cool. So you think you're gonna put an episode out on this zoo? If all right, well I will. I'll subscribe and wait for it then. All right. Thanks for showing me. Well, all right. Bye. Well, guys, that was a pretty cool zoo. I'm glad I was able to get the Louisville reference at least. Oh, we've got room to improve. Something I've been really wanting to go the Midwestern style zoos because I keep seeing White Andrew Workshops, Orwell Zoo, and it just keeps me wanting to do something different, but no new projects. I think our Jurassic World Evolution 3 will uh park will do a more Midwestern style architecture, which will be cool. Though I think our zoo is going to be more based in Montana. Well, no. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of where Cheyenne Mountain Zoo is. My geography skills are not helping me. Anybody know? It's supposed to be one of the best zoos in the nation, but I hadn't heard about it until I saw that, so that's, to me, that's always suspicious. Yeah, it's supposed to be one of the best in the US, but Colorado, okay. That's what I thought, but I was like, there's Denver zoos in Colorado? And I haven't really heard of another zoo in Colorado, so it seems like I would know the... But to be fair, I don't know Colorado that much. Never been. Really cool that Zoom showed us his zoo. I didn't even realize I had gone to the Louisville Zoo until I started seeing reference pictures for it. That was something funny. And then I was like, wait, I've been to this zoo. I mean, it makes sense. My grandmother is from Louisville. You would expect I would have gone. Not with her, because she didn't live in Louisville, but we did go up to Ohio and Kentucky twice. I think I went to the Louisville Zoo when I graduated. Because we went up to Kentucky when I graduated. Glad we did a little tour of Zoo. That was cool. I'm really beyond happy about that. We're almost done with this pool. Then we'll just have to do the stuff that surrounds it. Honestly, I think we can just... It's also interesting to see the different like priorities people have in Planet Zoo. Like some people will really like um shoot. I did this incredibly poorly. Also, thank you, Queen the Dark Wolf. I didn't want to distract Zuv while he was giving his tour, but thank you so much for the follow. Do appreciate it. I just know how No, that's not the button I wanted to click. No, I was trying to click Q. Just trying to group all this. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Do I have to? I want to work from home tomorrow. Actually, we're gonna do a Wyatt trick. Never mind. We're not gonna do a Wyatt trait. We might on the bottom. Nah. For the way that looks. Random rotation. Alright, let's get going. This has been a pretty busy stream, which I've enjoyed. We haven't gotten a ton done, but we've got a pretty decent amount done. We've only got 3 more yards to get 2 more. Well, technically 3 more, but one of them is very small, so like doesn't count, right? We'll cover that up. It's really the backstage area that's going to be difficult, though. What's average? Oh. Oh, okay. Lol. No, it is going to be quite small. Mainly because it's a whelping pin. So it's a smaller space that the mother could raise the cubs, keep them separate from the male while they're trying to acclimate. Hmm. It's not really what I was trying to do. All right, let's get this all going. Now comes the tough part, question mark? Joining all this together? Let's see. We're gonna try something. We're gonna do a leader trick. Because the animals would definitely track in water to make this kind of muddy. Hmm. What's that? Oh. It's a little random rotation thing, just... That looks good. I like that. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Thanks. Let's see. This we'll have to do in play. So if we can get this... I don't think mist is what we want. I think we want... something like this over here. And probably want something... I don't want that's the line's surface. And then... we'll take one of these. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's a little too tiny. That's looking pretty good. The one thing is that these bears like the water a little too much. Like, they kind of just stay in there. Now there's one more part of this habitat that we need to really nail down. That's putting another one of these gates in. We really need to separate this into its own group, because we're going to be using it quite a bit. Let's see. Also, sorry the lighting's so bad, everyone. My lights broke, so I need to figure out a new lighting system. Yes, I've got all the DLC and I've got mods. So those American Black Bear, unfortunately, as much as I really wanted American Black Bears to be in the base game, they're not. Oh yeah, Steam sale. I should have shouted that out, because try and make it the game as accessible for people as possible. So now we've got two entrances. They can go in there for their backstage area, and here for their other. Yikes. Yeah, game's been going on for a hot second, so let's see if we can grab that like that. That way, yeah. And then kind of like this door. It's just very basic. The question is, does it work with... Not really. I think I want to change the color here to darker color. That looks better. Why can't it climb that? Does it really have to... Whatever. My dad just asked me what's unique about a wombat's poop. Let me reply to him. Does anybody know? I'm about to send him a voice message. It's square. Yeah, cubes, technically. Okay, everyone knows. Good job, guys. He said, nope, it's cubes. If you extrude a square, it's a cube. And that's what poop is it's just extruded material. So technically it's a square shape originally. That's gross. So my wife's on her way home, so we do not have long to do any. Yeah. Now it's time to place all this for the Now my dad's asking me what human... They have opposable thumbs, right? No, no, no. They are not opposable thumbs. They have it's not polydactyl. Zygodactyl? I mean, they're a mammal, but... That's a duh moment. Oh wait, we gotta... This is gonna be a much simpler shaped habitat. But... Here... We've got to... make a cabin. Anybody know? Why don't we just have triangles on the floor? What does my layout look like again? What was I doing? Sorry, I got distracted. Which we don't have time to be distracted. I think that's how we have the cabin set up. And then... Yeah, no, I'm not doing it that way. Hey, Pickle Rick, how's it going? Not even watched that show. I've watched a few episodes, I guess I should say. We are just wrapping up right now, but I will be streaming on Saturday, and I will be streaming tomorrow morning. This is a wonky structure. Maybe I like it. Maybe. This is what we've been building this stream. I think we're mostly finished with it. We could probably go back and update it, but it's mostly finished. Now this I don't even need. Sloop. It's not really... how I imagine this habitat going. I gotta ask my dad. My dad's been listening to Tyler Childers. That's why he's talking. Because I think I do they have chlamydia or syphilis? Because the song is about Australia, and it's like, do they have... My dad's being extra. Okay, chlamydia. Great. Because this song's about Australia, and it's like... It's talking about how he doesn't want to cuddle with koalas. He's like... Most of them carry chlamydia or syphilis. What's the difference? My dad said he doesn't know what chlamydia is. Oh, my sweet, sweet flower child. I guess he hasn't been listening to Tyler Childers. What, are you saying a terrible digestive tract? doesn't really make you... My dad's looking for something else, huh? Interesting. Another human attribute of that koalas have. My dad's texting me back. I really want to know why they decided that they wanted their girder, these pieces not to rotate on the center. It's a physical characteristic. They don't have opposable thumbs, right? Because they're zygodactyls? I'm pretty sure. I mean, yeah. But they're also just kind of vicious. And they're not as bad as pandas, at least. Pandas, it's like, why are you still around? Aren't they zygodactyl? Because I was originally going to say opposable thumbs, but I could have sworn they were zygodactyl. For those who don't know, zygodactyl means that they have the same number of fingers on their front and back. Yeah, they're zygodactyl. So to say they have opposable thumbs... What's stuck? Why my dad saying something stuck? Sorry guys, my dad's being weird. But I can see my wife in the car, so we are going to be ending the stream here. My dad's quoting, but I'll be streaming tomorrow morning. Thanks guys for tuning in. I'll catch y'all later.